What is going on, you guys? It's your boy Average Bob, and welcome back to the channel. In today's video, we're going to talk about the God of War game that came out in 2018. It's a PlayStation Hits classic and available in the library with your PlayStation Plus subscription. It is considered one of the best games of the last decade. So in this video, I want to cover off if you should replay it now or, like in my case, play it for the first time. And I'm going to touch on why I kind of gave up playing this in 2018 when it first released. So let's break it down. Look, when I first played God of War back in 2018, I won't lie, I bounced off it pretty fast. The story, absolutely amazing. The graphics, insanely breathtaking. The boss fights, some of the best in gaming history I've ever seen. But the puzzles, not my cup of tea. Shout out to all the YouTubers out there posting guides on how to beat these random weird puzzles, because without you, I'd probably be stuck somewhere in Midgard throwing an axe at the wrong thing, or just wandering around looking up at walls. I also made a life-changing discovery after viewing one of these videos about over 20 hours into this game, where I noticed that a YouTuber was sprinting around in his video. I didn't even know this was an option. I had literally been jogging around the entire time for no reason, which really made my boss fights much more challenging that I couldn't get away quickly. So I would probably die like 10, 15, 20 times in a big boss fight. So finding the sprint button did become absolutely game-changing for me, even if it was way too late in the playthrough. So why give it another shot in 2025? Well, for starters, it's a part of the PlayStation Plus library if you are a subscriber to that. So there's no excuse. It's literally just sitting there waiting for you to take up the time to be able to play it. And honestly, with all the games that have come out since, replaying God of War now might actually hit harder than it did back in 2018. The cinematic storytelling, the father-son dynamic, the absolutely insane boss fights still hold up flawlessly. If you loved the most recent iteration of Ragnarok, or you're like me and you gave up too soon the first time, it's worth jumping back in. And hey, maybe this time you'll actually sprint from the beginning. Now, I will be real with you here. Some of the mechanics weren't my favorite. The level up system for Kratos, it just felt a little bit off compared to something that I would find in more of the recent Spider-Man games. It could just be because I'm not as well versed in this realm of video games compared to other stuff. And yeah, the puzzles are still there. Wasn't a fan of it in any of that Jedi game that came out that everyone loved. And when I saw that this was puzzles were a main part of God of War, I was kind of like, oh, again, I really am getting sick of doing these puzzles. But when you're not solving ancient Norse Rubik's Cubes, the combat is some of the best in any game I've ever seen. Swinging that Leviathan axe, chef's kiss. Throwing it off a ghoul, a goblin, one of the storm things that floats around, and calling it back never gets old. And beating bosses in this game just feels oddly satisfying because of the difference in size between the characters, but how scary they actually look and sound made each one feel unique and also absolutely nerve-wracking. So if you've never played God of War or you just want to relive its greatness, 2025 is the perfect time to do it. It's available in the PlayStation Plus library. It's still one of the best games ever made. And honestly, it might just hit different this time around. So let me know in the comments, did you beat God of War back in the day, or did you drop it early like I did? Let me know if I should do a full review on it. This was kind of just high level. And don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and hit that bell, because if I ever find another life-changing button 20 hours into the game, you'll be the first to hear it. Thanks for watching.